good as we got. Some arena tokens. Energy. Believe it or not, I got better than stuff like that. Ooh. See, that's worth keeping. Spending the days watching people pull pirates. Speaking of which, yeah, as I sell all but one of them. It wasn't bad, but I'm being pretty selective with the gear that I get. Otherwise, I'm already almost out of slots for gear. Whoops. Okay, I clicked through that. I've gotten some really good gear. I really just have a lot. I have to 5-star, 6-star. Like, look at my equipment, my junk mom. He's gonna be sick once I get him up there. And that's, I actually have some 6-star gloves I can put in once that free equipment removal comes in. But yeah, if you look at like my total equipment, I'm at 272 out of 300. I like the horde stuff, so I try to be more selective. Eventually I need to go through and just remove all the 4-star gear I have, now that I can actually start running, you know, stage 6 of the equipment dungeons. Anyway, so I said I would start off the stream holding off on some of my pirate summons, or my ninja summons. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh wait, that's right. I'm still stuck on the pirates. Haha, just kidding. I don't have a pirate yet. Yay. So we'll let that run in the background. Actually, it's kind of funny that the amount of like the little, what do they call them? The little gem things. What are they called? These rift stones. So it takes the same amount of rift stones to get the same amount of summoning pieces or whatever, you know, to summon a pirate versus a, you know, ninja, 4-star versus 5-star summon. It's so weird that they have that. You'd think it would, you know, cost less, or that it would be easier to run the 4-star zone than the 5-star zone, but it's really not. I think at this point, last event, I was on my 4th pool, and I'd started from the 4-star, or started from the 5-star. So I started at Warlords, and I was on my 4th pool whenever I did my Wednesday night stream. I am on my 4th pool, a little bit behind because I didn't start off with, you know, as much. Like, I already had a 3-star and a 4-star to get these extra, you know, entry shard things. But, you know, I'm still right about the same spot I was, except I'm still pulling, you know, the 4-star pools and haven't even got a shot at getting any of the shards to get a 5-star core. I mean, I'm still can't really complain too much. It doesn't take energy, it doesn't take keys, it gives you lots of gold and it gives you lots of experience, so it just takes a ship. And now that I have 3 ships, it ain't that big of a deal. Speaking of 3 ships, I should probably do something with my 3rd. What should I do with my 3rd? I'll show you guys my equipment dungeon. Do I have a key? Oh, I don't have a key, no. No key. I don't want to use a whole 10-pack. Someone, XP booster. I will do this. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, high chance to get a pirate, it can be a low chance, but you need more shots at that chance. You know, if, like, it takes, let's say, 20 crystals or 20 shards to get a shot at a ninja, it shouldn't take 20 shards to get a shot at a pirate. Like, that's what's kind of odd to me. The amount of shards per chance should be lower, but, you know, whatever. These guys. have to level my 1-stars. Eventually I'll get to the point where I just have so much 3-stars I won't need it. Guess I could just... Alright, while that's doing its thing. I guess I can just arenas. I've been getting stomped in arena lately. I'm down to like 158. Mainly because I haven't been focusing on an arena team, which I need to start doing that because I'm starting to drop. But, man, everyone got freaking everywhere. Arctis. Oh, he's got no... Oh, wow, he has crap gear. Alright, if I lose this one, then I should give up on arena. Should go do it, just my standard team. I wish I had like some of the 5 keys in my mailbox still, so I could just go through and show you my teams for the floor 6 equipment dungeons. I got some that are close to working but aren't quite there yet. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have, you know, turn 1. That's what it's all about. Let's see if I can just kill his Arctis. Oh, not bad. I wonder if element advantage affects whether or not you crit, because it seems to, like, it does reduce damage against the opposite element, but it doesn't seem to affect the crit rate. Like, I seem to be able to crit fire versus water, water versus nature, and so on, pretty easily. Yeah, it's sick that Arctis has it on his skill 1, which actually I should have brought my Silas. I don't know why I didn't bring my Silas, but I forced him to heal, and I got to go before him, so now I'm going to sleep him. Haha, he's got to sleep now. I really want to play with my Jung Ma, but it's too squishy at 5-star it seems. Oh, okay. He said, yeah, I can sleep too. Hey, he woke up on my guys. Thanks, buddy. Aw, no super crits anywhere. Yeah, they really are. I keep coming up against, like, double Warlord teams that are sick. I keep coming up against G-Dubs, and I'm like, there's no way I can beat his team with the heroes I have. Like, are you serious? Let's just go going to do my 1 pull for each. I can't do it, your 1 pull. Probably. I tend to get luckier than most people. Yeah, he does. Agent does need to update our message of the day. But right now. Well, this is going to go into Enrage. I should do one of the things where we can bet in chat and stuff, so people can bet on how many Enrages we're going to get to before each of my arena fights ends. I can't get super crits. Don't do it. Ah, where's Hans? I go back to sleep. Now he's got a block buff, yeah. At least I got another AoE. Oh, super crit. Not even, I crit his blue guy that I'm weak against, but his nature guy that I'm strong against, I don't crit. Go figure. No, I don't have Titan Guard on me. Yeah, I'm gonna move my Petra over to Titan Guard eventually. I just haven't Honestly, I have to spend my money on upgrading my gear for the guys I'm trying to build for Arena. This isn't the Arena team that I want to have. I'll show you what Arena team I'm going to run eventually. Let me finish this Arena first, obviously. Who has a revive? Oh, that's right. Stupid Horsey has a revive. Good God, here we are again. Back to where we started. Watch this. I bet it's gonna crit. I told you. Fire is strong against water. Cyclical elements. Makes total sense. See? I even crit his I cannot remember people's names in this game yet. But his water tank. I want to say Gwen, but I know it's a nature one. And hey, we killed a pony. Not even a crit. See, fire doesn't crit nature, it crits water. Remember that. Oh god. He's starting to hit hard. Oh Jesus. Aw, really? Come on, hit 3 shield. This is gonna be interesting. Hits Petra 6-star, yep. Lost. Because I couldn't crit his freaking nature pony with my fire guy. Yeah, I could crit his Arctis with water with my fire guy. Makes no sense. But anyways, here's why I haven't moved Petra over to Titan Guard yet. My arena team is going to be Jungla. It's going to be Anchor, and then it's going to have Tor and Pyrus on it. And the way I'm going to run it is Tor and Anchor are going to, or Anchor is going to move first. He's going to have ridiculous speed. His damage is based off of speed, right? And then I'm going to have Tor go right behind him, followed by Pyrus, followed by Jungma. That's going to be my like dream team. So both of these guys have their team attack, you know, send everyone to attack. And then I think they both give buffs too. Yeah, so power buff. Or actually, does this guy do a power buff? No, he doesn't do it. So I need to speed tune it, if possible, where my my Pyrus is a little bit faster than Tor. But it's going to be hard because the base speed of 54 versus 43. It's like a 10.5 speed difference. Yeah, Maximize, I feel you. I was going to 6-star my Petra, but decided to do my auto instead. And I'm actually really glad I did, because this is my auto's gear, right? It's 5-star, 4-star. You know, decent gear, but not great gear. I got an Iron Claw and the Lifesteal set. You know, not super extraordinary gear, and he can solo. What's that zone? Damn it! He can solo the Blinding Ice stage 1 fairly reliably. I've had a few fails in there, which is why I don't do it whenever I'm on double XP, because I feel like it's wasted so much whenever I see a fail. But he can solo it most of the time. In fact, I'll show that. So I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I don't think Petra on the gear I have right now, I don't think he could farm this deep. Where's my little 2-star guys? Who we doing? Let's do this guy and these 2 guys. Fine. These guys I must be sitting on missions. Not auto battle. Okay. Typically I should focus that guy first. I'll just pick on him. Let's go. Now he's waiting. See who else is in the Twitch chat. It's probably just you, Max. I don't know, there's a few people in here. Yeah, if any of you guys on Twitch chat want to see anything in particular or have any questions, feel free to ask. Same thing if you're in game on channel 3. This is actually bad. I ran him with a nature, like, level 1 dude, or, like, fodder guy. And so he's going to keep using his extra turn ability on the level 1 that's never going to die because none of these guys have AoE. So my only hope is that those bears do their random attack and hit the little fodder guy and kill him. Because I want I want him to die. It goes faster and it's more reliable if it's just auto. I've tried that so many times. Like, I'll put in auto instead of like Petra, or instead of I can't remember his name. My blue paladin. Why can't I remember his name? But it always goes bad. I don't know. I'll try it. We'll do some more arena and I'll try it and see if it'll work. See what I mean? Give the nature guy an attack buff and crit buff. Let him go again. Because that level 1, 3-star, 1-star imp is gonna do awesome things. Good job, Otto. Someone hit me with an AoE. Kill the imp, please. Again, none of these guys have AoE. But yeah, my plan for my arena team is just, you know, by turn 1, I should have all 4 of my guys going, and they're all gonna get like, you know, 2 attacks from team up. They're all gonna have power buff. My fire Mofo is gonna get 2 turns because of his skill 2 is gonna give him the attack bar boost. So he's gonna get to go twice before my Jung Ma even goes, and Jung Ma is just gonna be there to sort of finish stuff up. It should be sick. But it's a like do or die turn 1 gimmicky team. It's not going to work against really heavy tank teams, but because people can't set defenses, they have to attack with their offense. I don't really see those as much. I hear that they're more in the Masters. A lot of people use more bruiser-based comps. But really, I'm seeing a lot of just Wombo turn 1 AoE teams. So if I can beat them to turn 1, I'm going to. Giles, that's his name. Thank you for saying it, Max. Giles is the water paladin. I could have just checked this whole time, I was too lazy. Yeah, my auto does have, you know, as much block as the gear I have on can give them. Yeah, I see that team that you're talking about where it's auto, Jung Ma, a tank, and a random healer or a random forest. I see that all over. Okay, gold 3. So I think you're in the same bracket as I am, aren't you, Maximus? I think it is. But yeah, it's very common arena comp. Yeah, if you can just ignore him though and get it down to where Otto's the only guy left, it's really not that bad. Like an Otto by himself can't solo at least, you know, the guy he'll kill my fire mage, battle mage guy. But you know, I'll have like as long as you have a healer alive, you're perfectly fine. And Otto versus Petra will always win. Alright, we just gotta kill that guy. There we go. We gotta kill the free blade. Now it's game over. Finally, the free blade AoE down by him. This would have been done by now had that him died a long time ago. Yeah, so another thing I've done with autos before is you leave like him and one other like, you know, non-threat sort of hero up, and you use your healers or your guys that don't do any damage to hit the other guy, and then your main damage dealers to hit auto. That way you're not triggering his self-heal whenever he blocks. But there you go. So that's my auto doing its thing on Blinding Ice. Maybe I'll just eat one of those. Oh, hey, look, there's keys. All right, let's do some dungeons. No, 12 minutes. We'll wait 12 minutes. Then I'll do some dungeons and grab the keys and stuff out of here. Because I don't want to waste that extra free key. I only get a free key in 12 minutes. I don't want to waste it. Look at all these what I call them? Cores. Look at this. 7, 5, 7. Lots of 7s, lots of 5s. This is what I was getting running the Warlord tier on stage 5 on the last hero event. Was the same 7s and 5s. And here I am still trying to even get to that 3rd tier. But oh well, I got too much to work on as it is now. I don't need more stuff that I have to try to get gear for and try to spend gold. That's the biggest thing is I have gear. I just have to spend the gold to upgrade it all. Like I would like to completely redo my Petra and I would like a 6-star and then redo them in the Titan Guard set. But that right there is like for 4 or 5-star gear, you're talking about like 2 to 3 million. And God forbid you put a piece of 6-star on them. But anyways, let's do another arena fight. Oh wait, no. I need to do something with my ships. I have 2 ships just sitting here. Let's see. No, not quests. Oh, that'll work. Jesus. Their network code, or either their servers or their network code, ever since like they did a hotfix yesterday, it's been really bad for me. I'm glad it's happening on BlueStacks too, because all day on my phone it's been like this. Let's see. So a little 1-star guy, if I queue this up for 3, it'll max the 1-star guy. And it might finish my 2-star guys here too. Alright, get out of the way. And now, what should I do with the other ship? Let's do this. Well, no, I guess I just won't use it for now. I'll waste the ship for now. Just because I want to be able to show you guys my dungeon teams. But anyway, so this, I mean, Dark Oath Bow and Water, yeah. Not going to be able to beat that. Here's a team I know I can beat, so make it again. How come every time I'm on stream doing Arena, I always come across Omega? That's so funny. Yeah, Pest, I'm waiting for that free key to come up in like, should be like 10 minutes now. And then I'll show the dungeon teams, and then I'll use some keys I have in my mailbox so I can keep doing them. I can only do reliably floor 6 of Wartech, but I have the right heroes, I just don't have them like 6-star, or I don't have them fully worked out to 100% complete, 100% auto, some of the other floor 6 ones, but I'll go through what I would use based on my, honestly, pretty decent pools. A lot of my heroes I use, like my main healer is Marigold, and a lot of people don't have her because she's a lucky, OC pool. But if you get a Marigold, she's really good for the dungeons. Anyways, so enough talk about that. Let's do this. So this is a perfect example of how to take care of auto. So this guy, I know he's gonna get wrecked, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna kill his Arctis. Actually, I think I typically use Silas instead of my Dark Variant against him. Whoops. Hopefully this will still go well. Sorry, Omega. I don't know why it always gives me you whenever I'm on stream. And I can't pass it up because, I gotta get every win I can at this point. I'm trying to get enough of those points to summon Kiva. He's the Dark Beetle. It's actually pretty good. See, look at that, super crit on his water. It's nothing. Now he's gonna heal instead of doing his AoE sleepy time. See? Look. Yeah. Oh, I should have do auto in here just for you, Maxim, but I forgot. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Chan was doing his thing. Blue Nomad. Oh man, look what. Screw you guys. Two back to back. I see a lot of Barbarossas. It's like disproportionately red. Yeah, that's cool. I should maybe do my AoE. I'm just gonna do a sleep. Followed by Otto's AoE, which woke everyone right back up. Good job. Good team synergy. Oh, why you gotta do the shield, man? Arctis was going down. He's still going down. He's dead. Now let's see. So now I kill Petra. Or Petra heals himself, and now we have him taunting. I'm agreeing with G-Dubs. They need to upgrade their servers or something. Whatever's been happening lately. I already won this, it's just a matter of time. Like, he has no way to regain health. Except for his auto shield, which isn't really regaining health, it's more mitigating damage. Wow, that was fast. He already ascended. I guess he probably already has a master. Oh my god. I guess it would help if I actually clicked on the chat bar, you know. Anyways, alright, so this is what I was talking to Maximize earlier about. Like, if you have two guys left and one of them's auto, your things that can actually do damage attack auto, but like Marigold is never going to attack auto. I'm always going to have her attacking Giles. That way auto doesn't get the heal benefit from it. Oh wow. Actually, I need to wake him up so we're trying to sleep. At this rate, we might kill Giles before auto's dead. Oh no, I should have gone for auto. Wrong target, let's quit. And I don't need to use the block thing or the shield. Well, I'm just gonna crit it. Because fire crits water in this game. See? And now he's dead. Now I can just like. Alright, Maximize. I'll see you later. Have fun with all those ropes you pulled the other day. I was watching, he did a summoning stream the other day and pulled 4 out of 8 of his epic, or not epic, legendary cores were ropes. It's ridiculous. What? I think their server just died. Oh, come on, I was like 2 wins away from getting credit towards the whatever thing. The stuff you need to awaken, the stuff you need to buy from the shop. And you get to open the bounty reward every 40 points. I think I was 2 wins away, and this would have put me 1 win away. I was at 32 out of 40. Oh. Killing me, Smalls. Like I need some sad music. I have some sad music. Man, alright. What? What is going on? Well, assuming I can get back into the game, I'm gonna do some dungeon talk. I think they're hosting this game on Rychart's home computer. Oh, hey, look, I got something completed here. Let's see if I got entries. No, of course I didn't get any of the short things, so I can do more event stuff. Did I get a key at least? Whoa. Nice, I just made my screen smaller. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got one key. Sweet, so we can do 2 before I grab the keys out of the chest. Oh my god, now it's gonna take 10 minutes to complete this. Exaggerated a little bit, it wasn't 10 minutes. Yeah, we still got 1 minute on the free key, but so let me start off by showing you the dungeon that I can do 100% successfully. I say that, but watch me actually fail it. It was lower, it was like 90% whenever I did my stream on Sunday. But I've since maxed out my Gwaine, and just getting him from level 54 to 60, I guess gave him enough survivability that I haven't failed yet. I've done maybe about 40 to 50 runs since then. So it might, still fail every once in a while. I don't know, but within those 40 or 50 runs, I haven't gotten to fail. And I used to get, 1 every 10 to 20, before that. So let's see how this does here. I just go straight for the boss because all my damage relies off of dots. So this boss here, the trick to him is he has AoE haste, and he has single target slow, and then he has an evasion buff. So you need a multi-hitter, and you need some way to sort of counteract that speed slow effect that he has. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to get his evasion to go away, or whenever you do, you're just going to immediately put it back up. So what you can do is you can target the right arm or claw or whatever you want to call this thing. What do they call it? Clicking, you open up the head. So that's the left one. So the right one. The right one is the one that, okay, maybe it is the left one. Okay, it's his left or right. So his left head does the speed buff. So once you remove the speed buff from the equation, things get considerably easier. And then you can go straight for the boss. The boss is the one putting up the evasion buff. But, since my team relies off of dots, it doesn't really do much direct damage. The same amount of dots that it would take to kill the, left or right head, left head, arm, whatever they call these things, it's the same amount of dots to kill that as it would to kill the boss, because dots are a percentage of total, hit points. So, let's get this. So, like, if you're doing 5% damage per dot, you'd have to do 20 dots worth of damage to get to 100%. Well, that 20 dots to 100% is the same no matter if the target has 10 life or 10 million life. So if my strategy is just to dot something up till it dies, as long as I can survive having both of these side things up, then there's no reason I can't just go straight for the face, which is what I do here. I use Silas to counteract his slow and his speed buff, because it gives my team a speed buff, so it kind of helps with that. And he has that, drain on his skill 1. My Silas is not, amazingly geared or anything, but because he's water, he doesn't get focused. And he has, I need to get his crit higher up so that the Witchstone, buff debuff crit affects, or, comes into play more often. But he's doing his job well just with what I have now. My Sunslash, you can replace him with, honestly, any of the Sabertooths that have a dot on their skill 1, because that's all he's there for, is to dot on his skill 1. And because he's only there to dot on his skill 1, I have him on the bonus attack. Man, I cannot think of sets today. It's been a long day. But yeah, what's that? Not Iron Claw. Iron Claw's a revenge one. Swift Steel. There it is. Swift Steal. I have him Swift Steal so he can do more A1s and land more dots. You can do him Witchstone too, so that each dot is stronger. But I would prefer more dots rather than stronger dots, especially on an evasion boss, because you're hitting him more times as well. And then I have Marigold, which is the reason I'm able to do this. You can replace her with Lily if you wanted to, but Marigold has a strong A3 that gives her the ability to, it puts an invincibility on a target, and so it gives that extra little bit of survivability. But that's the general, you need something that's going to multi-hit to take care of evasions. You need something that's going to dot or do enough damage to actually damage things. And then you need something to tank it all, and I use Gwaine to tank it all because he's weak to them, so they're all going to target him. The new Nomads that came out, you can fit them in the team. If you had another way to deal with the speed, or if I just took Silas out and replaced him with a Nomad, then I could probably do the right head then boss, or no, left head, his left, our right. You know what I'm saying? The one that gives him the speed buff. This one right here. I could probably kill this one first and then target the boss if I wasn't using Silas. If I wanted to use a Nomad as a multi-hitter, and I could replace Marigold with Silas, or well, not Silas because he's weak to this, but a water healer or a fire healer. But anyways, let me show you how this works. Let's let this go. So for a lot of these bosses, this is kind of a strategy you're going to want to go for. Some of the bosses are immune to dots, so you can't use this strategy, where you just dot up the boss. And also the Iron Claw, the first dungeon, because you have to kill those little dudes before they blow up. Again, you can't dot them up because they don't have enough, you don't have enough dots to kill them in the 3 turns it takes before they blow up. So I guess it would really be Life Silk, War Tech, and I want to say the Titan Guard one you can dot up as well. Oh, I don't know if that's Grat, so that's rest in peace. He just summoned Gaius. Sucks that you can, craft him now, but yeah, Prey. I feel you. I have a team that would be able to do Lifesteal 6 if I 6-starred my Celia, because I need her for that heal bar. You have to have heal bar, and that's it. Oh, what's up, Rychart? Thanks for hosting. I see you figured out how to do the hosting. Nighthawk said it was fancy magic whenever I hosted him. I was like, yeah, /host channel name, fancy. So my whole strategy is, I just broke down the evasion, and now my Nightfall is going to go and just try to dot him up. See, I got 2 dots off. That's 10% of his life is going to be dropped off from that. And every time my Gwen starts to get wrecked a little bit, I have Marigold putting immunity on him, and he can put immunity on himself. So he takes no damage. Gwen is awesome for these fire equipment donkeys. Alright, evasion's down. Time for Razor Claw to do his thing. Look at that. 20%. Alright. I almost wish he wouldn't do his AoE. I mean, he does like an AoE mark, which is a nice little added bonus, but since I'm only doing dot damage, I'd rather just do more dots. Dot more. I see that time I didn't get through the evasion, so I didn't get to land a dot whenever he attacked. The evasion has to be down, or at 1 whenever he uses his attack. Otherwise it blocks debuffs and stuff. Ooh, I got 3 that time, alright. That's 30% of his max HP. Oh, dot damage is affected by mark. Okay, I didn't know that, so there you go. Razormane helps his own dot damage. And you know, because you're relying on his dots to do the damage, you don't have to ruin him with power or crit rate or any of that stuff. If you go the multi-attack route I went. If you go Witchstone, he needs crit. If you go multi-attack, you can just go straight survivability on him, and that's it. And that's what I did on him. But you can see that's my 4/6 Vortech. That's actually not half bad. It's got 2 power slots, a crit slot, and a crit multiplier slot. I'm gonna take it. Pretty decent drop. And it's Dragon Fury, wasn't it? Or was it the other one? I forget. Either way, the gem slots on it were pretty good. Yeah, that was a nice. I actually have been getting some pretty sick drops from Vortech. You know, well, it's hit or miss, like anything. But let me show you what my Iron Claw. Yeah, that's if you look at my Razor Claws, or not, I keep calling him Razor Claw, Sunslash. If you look at my Sunslash's gear, I just have, I do have armor on his chest, but I have double HP, single armor, so he's got a little bit of survivability from everywhere. But you could switch this out for HP, and that would be fine. Just anything to make him more survivable, because that's what he's there for. But now on this, I can't use dot damage on this because this whole dungeon revolves around these 2 little guys right here. The little rebuilt sentries. So they blow up after 3 turns, and they do a lot of damage when they blow up. And then the boss, I think 3 turns after that, will recreate them. So you have to continually kill them. And then, well, my strategy is to kill them and then kill the boss, and then just go back and forth and just kind of try to absorb the damage from the arms. The arms aren't too bad. They just taunt, which since they're all going to attack Gwen isn't that bad. I can't use dots though, because dots are not going to kill these guys in time. So what I had been trying to use, and it works, but very unreliably, is my Akamian, my Fire Battle Mage. He's on Vortech and the 20% crit two set piece, but he really doesn't have the damage output to take him on. So that's why I've been trying to work on this Jung Ma here. I know once I 6-star Jung Ma, even though, you know, I have him double HP, he does enough damage just with the bonus he gets from aim and everything that he can take out those guys without any additional power. Granted, I have really good gear. This piece right here is getting replaced, but if you look at like what sockets I have on these for the gems, other than this one, which is like more for survivability, a little bit of aim, but it's like, you know, power, crit, you know, crit, power, crit. And down here we have aim, speed, crit, power, like double crit, power, crit damage. Like really good sockets. And I got most of these pieces in the last week. That's how good my luck's been. He might need to be 6-star. I haven't tried this yet, so let's see how it goes. I might get away with just, we'll see how much damage I take by doing this. I might need to kill both of them, we'll see. I think I've done it where I didn't use Silas. I used a second healer, and that I got away with only killing one of them. Since I'm using Silas, I might need to kill both of them. We'll see how it goes. It's been a while since I've tried this, but That's the general strategy. It's a DPS race on those two little guys. If you can take out the robot sentries before they explode, then it's like easy peasy. I mean, I say that, but it's not easy peasy to take them out. See how much my Junma does. This is the first time I've seen him here. So this is not bad damage, and he dots on his skill too, so... I'm not sure if my fire battle made just more damage than that right now. I don't think any of those super crit either, so... 1,000 damage AoE super crit would be 3,000. I hope I get Order Ninja or something good to 6-star next week. Yeah, I hope I get a a 6-star OC Nat 5 as well. I realized yesterday that I'm yet to get an Order Chaos version of any of the heroes, even 3-star. I've never gotten like a 3-star Shield Maiden that was Order Chaos or anything like that. I've only gotten main elements of them. And of course, I haven't gotten a Nat 5 yet, but it'll come. One day it'll come. So I think that just hit that kitty for 2,500. He's only 5-star, man. Once that 6-star, he's gonna be my next 6-star. It's gonna be nice. Also, Ride Chart, this upcoming order event, I really hope you guys do not have the achievement of pulling order 3 stars or higher. Because that's an impossible achievement unless you buy order cores, order chaos cores. So hopefully, I'm really hoping you guys don't have that. That's gonna make me depressed. And as you can tell, I'm not a very depressible person. Is that a word, depressible? I'm a pretty laid back guy, so. Alright, so let's see, can I kill? I think I'm gonna be able to kill the one. See, I don't think I could kill both of them before they blow up with my Jungma right now. Yeah, there's no way if I change targets I'd be able to kill this one as well. See, he just blew up. And didn't do that much damage, so honestly that wasn't that bad. So this rad, my Jungma might be able to pull this off even at 5-star. You could replace Jungma with any damage dealer though. The damage just has to be high enough. The damage output has to be high enough to take out those little guys before they both explode. If you don't have the healing output to cover one of their explosions, then obviously you need to kill both of them to leave even more damage. Silas helps because of that damage buff, paired with the speed buff, so that your healers get more turns and you put out more healing. So that's kind of why I use Silas instead of a second healer. Not Silas, Sylvis. Those names are very similar. The water cow. You see him right here on the left side. Alright. We got 2 more turns to take that guy out. Come on, Jungma, you can do it. You can do it. Hit him for a lot. Oh, 500. That's not a lot. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God he super crit. Ooh, ow. I forgot the boss does an AoE. Ah, see? I need better runes. That's what it was. I need better runes on my Sylvis. I haven't touched his runes in like a month and a half now. And considering I started playing, like, the game was released 2-3 months ago, so that shows you how long he's gone neglected. If he could survive that sort of double AoE, there was an AoE from, they just both blew up. Because I don't have Sylvis speed and attack buff anymore, so that's why things are going downhill. But if Sylvis would have better runes, he could have survived that hit from the explosion followed by the boss's AoE, and it would have been good. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I don't see... The problem is, of using Azure on this, for me at least, is I don't think she has the damage output to be the damage dealer, to take out those little guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think she has the damage output to do that. I need something to take it back. Maybe I don't need something to take it. Maybe I could use like 3 water guys. Like, I might be able to do something like this. I have an Azure. She might. I think I threw her in my storage though. Yeah, she's in my storage right now just because I knew one day I might build her, but I just don't have her yet. Yeah, but I don't think she could solo damage. You know, if I ran the same team I ran here, I don't think I could replace Junk Ma with just her. I mean, I don't think her modifiers are high enough. I mean, I would have to, you know, probably you'd have to 6-star her and gear her out to really be able to truly test it. But if you're going to 6-star and gear out someone, I mean, I think, you know, I could just with this team right here. I think if my Sylvis, or Silas, yeah, I just said Sylvis, Sir Sylvis, yes. If Sir Silvers would have survived that hit, I think he would have been fine. And look, I don't even like, this is really, other than his gloves, which are pretty decent, everything is 4-starred. It's not even leveled up all the way. You know, 2 of the pieces don't even, and none of them have really sockets in them or gems or anything, you know. I just need to gear him out a little bit, and he would do it. But yeah, she's really good for her AoE slow. I don't doubt that. The reason why I was reluctant to build her is because I try to prioritize things that I'm going to use in multiple places. So I know that Sylvis, I already use him in Wartag. And I know he's good in some of the other dungeons as well. And he's also useful in other aspects of the game, like in some POTA stages. So, you know, that was sort of the logic behind, you know, 5-starring and sort of gearing out Sylvis when I didn't use my Azure. I'm 99% sure I kept my Azure. I bet she's in here. Go away. Quit tempting me. Which actually, compared to the deals you guys released last weekend. Yeah, see, I have her, and she has some gear on her, you know, but I quickly replaced her. She's not even awakened yet, but I saved her because I'll probably build her one day, but I just need to focus on things that are going to help me on multiple aspects of the game. I can't, you know, if I need to build a monster that's only going to, or a hero that's only going to help me on one dungeon, I'm going to do that after I focus on a hero that's going to help me on 2 dungeons, or 2 dungeons plus arena or something like that. And I mean, that's why I'm focusing on Joe Ma right now, is because he's going to be able to help me in a lot of places. And if you look at my barracks, I'm kind of in that same boat with a lot of the heroes I have. So, you know, Jung Ma is kind of my focus right now, because he's going to be able to help me in a lot of aspects of the game. And then I'll probably focus on probably Pyrus, just because I need a fire unit that can take damage, and he does heals, and he is like awesome in arena as well. And then I'll probably do, well, I don't know, I'll either do Anchor or Pyrus, I'm not sure. I kind of have a fire DPS in Akamian, but to be honest, his DPS is kind of lackluster compared to what I'm seeing against other fire DPS in Arena. I definitely know Anchor can out DPS him all day, every day. And if that's the case, why don't I build Anchor for damage and switch my Akamian over to Witchstone and use him more for his stun and utilities? So that's just me thinking, you know, what I'm planning out loud. But anyways, yeah, so I'm focusing on the bards that I have, these 2 bards, and this Oathbow guy, and then I also have Tor that I want to do for PvP. I need to catch back up with PvP. I'm starting to fall behind, and so I need to kind of get a better PvP team, and that's part of my core PvP team that I have in mind. I was hoping to pull a pirate so I can use Spanner. I love Spanner's skill set. He has a really interesting skill set, and you know, a turn 1, 2 bombs matched with the instant explosive bombs could lead to some really fun gameplay. Unfortunately, I need a pirate to do that, and I'm pirateless. My seas are well guarded. Oh hey, what do we have? Ice Steel. Not bad. Do I have a free ship for it? I do. Yeah, let's do it. Throw some guys in here real fast. It's slightly annoying that this always populates when you're doing explorers with the last content you did. And never, like, I'll finish an exploration and open up a new one, and instead of having, like, you know, my 4 2-star guys, it'll have, like, the last, you know, leveling team I did, or the last dungeon team I did. I think it's kind of funny. I'm gonna send my dungeon team off to explore. I feel you, Rychart. Rychart, I gotta say though, the fact that it takes the same amount of Riftstones to get enough to pull one of these shards as it would to pull one of these shards, I think that's kind of weird. I think these should be either harder to pull or these should be easier to pull. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, the amount of shards you get per, I think it's 40 minutes, that's static throughout the entire event. And you're basically rewarding people that have RNG on their side by saying, hey, you're using the same amount of time of natural refill, you can actually have shots, the same shots at pulling a 5-star as these guys have at only pulling a 4-star. Which is something I, you know, realized. But anyways, it's still, I mean, people complain a lot about this event because they really want the Nat 5s, they really want the pirates, you know, and stuff like that. But honestly, it's like, it's an extra form of currency. All you need is a ship to throw over there, and you get, you know, you can get them. It's just the balancing of it is weird. The balancing of favoring someone who already has luck on their side over people who aren't getting lucky. Oh, I need to not be wasting my double XP booster. Got distracted complaining about pirates and the lack thereof. Oh hey, these guys are max now. More food. You guys go. Actually, no. You guys go. Alright, so I'll talk a little bit about the other dungeons. I know, you know, I had some people hit me up on Reddit and stuff and ask me to sort of focus more on dungeons because they want to know what to do to build their dungeon teams. I will say that both Rychart, who is up there in the chat right now, he has his own channel, and Nighthawk has his channel as well, and they've both done pretty extensive videos where they go over what they use in each of the dungeons. Rychart has some pretty easily obtainable heroes that he does it with, relatively easy. You know, Nighthawk is like, let me tell you about this dungeon, and then stomp it with my Nat 5s, which I think is a little hilarious. But I'll also kind of go over and talk about what I would use. So this dungeon is based around a mark. So at the beginning of the boss fight, the boss puts a mark on a target, and all the attacks focus on that guy that's marked. So the idea is you bring like a green tank, and he gets marked. And there you go, Rychart up there in chat is saying that he's done some 4-6 runs using Nat 3s only. So definitely, I haven't taught those myself. He has a lot of long streams. So skim through his streams and look for where he's doing dungeon runs. Because he has some really cool explanations and team comps and everything. But so, yeah, I figured you probably use like Marigold, right? If you pull a Marigold, this is honestly just as good as pulling like one of the Nat 4 healers. Almost on par with pulling a Nat 5 healer. She's really good. Oh, true, I can see that. Anyways, Rychart, did you unplug your power cord? I told everyone their game server's running off your local desktop. Yeah. All of these are the main 3. That would be a team that would never win. It would never be the timer. But those 3 healers right there are like the 3 best starting healers. So Marigold is their Chasm. Yeah, I would agree. Except she doesn't have a 2-turn cooldown, and you don't have to worry about violent procs. Oh god, if Violent was in this game with Marigold, it would be immunity for days, invulnerability for days. You'd never be able to kill a target. Yeah, servers are just whacking out right now. Hopefully the gremlins get sorted out. I should just watch that movie the other night, Gremlins. Me and my wife. Good show. Anyway, so let's see if I have enough damage to do this. This boss, correct me if I'm wrong, my chart, but this boss, the Swift Steel boss, is not susceptible to dots. He is immune to dots. So I can't do my standard bring my kitty and he just dots him up. So I have to go more the direct damage approach, which kind of stinks. But yeah, it's a different strategy. So actually, I might do something like this. Let's bring this guy, let's bring that guy, and this would work. And I could put like any healer here. This would work against the boss. The problem is the waves leading up to the boss. Since both of these guys are nature, they're gonna end up focusing my Jungma, and I don't want that. So I'm actually gonna swap out Dwayne for Giles. That way they target Giles leading up to it. I thought there were two that were immune to dots. Isn't it both the water dungeons are immune to dots? Marigold or going to cleanse? No, Giles doesn't need to cleanse. Giles has that passive that he transfers buffs. So he doesn't even need to cleanse. Let's try this. I haven't tried this dungeon in a long time, to be honest. So let's just see how it goes. Oops. So this one does an AoE dot. Oh, that's right. Last time I did this dungeon, I didn't use Petra. I used my I used my Eos, and this is what set me off on that rant. Because she does a great job of cleansing, but she needs something else there because all she was doing was cleansing and my team was dying. And I was like, if she had a little bit of a heal, a shield, something, then I feel that I could beat this dungeon. I'm pretty sure that's what set me off on the rank. Yeah, attacks the prey target, blah blah blah. So yeah, this guy's gonna taunt. As soon as he taunts, he's gonna get the prey debuff. And then as long as he doesn't die, we're gonna be good. Let's hope that Jungma survives the boss. Let's try it. Oh wait, I forgot to pick up my keys from my mailbox. There we go. Alright. And now I gotta repick the team again. I think it was this. I'm using Petra just to give the shield to help Jungma survive getting to the boss. Yeah, dude, I want to see you use your Eos in Arena. And I would like to know, why is she better than the Fire Auto, whatever his name is? Because he does the same thing, the same exact attack bar, but gives an attack buff. You know? If you're going to use her in Arena, she's going turn 1. She, speed boosts your team, or boosts their attack bar so they all get to go as well. But that's all she does. She extends buffs, but no one has buffs round 1. So I would, if you can get the Fire Auto, whatever his name is, to have the same amount of speed as Eos, then he's going to be infinitely better. That is true. He does have a lower base speed. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and get this going on and see if this works. Let's see. Yeah, I'll try her out once I get to... I don't have an Alpha Strike team yet. I need to build my Jungma, my Encore, and I'm probably gonna do Tor. Once I get those to be built, that is like an Alpha Strike team. And I could use Eos to boost them. But 119.5 speed, yes, this is pretty dang fast. So yeah, once I build an Alpha Strike Arena team, so give me about a month or two, probably about a month. So I'm kind of focusing on those heroes right now. I still would like to see her more than just a one-trick. I was so excited when I pulled her. The only way you can use her is if you have an Alpha Strike Arena team. Oh, that's yeah. So there's the pirate that starts your team with the crit and the power buff. You know, she goes turn one, she boosts your team's attack bar and extends that buff by 1 turn. That that could be an interesting combo. Combine that with like an Inkor and a Torque. Now you're cooking. But it's very, again, she's very niche. Like, you have to have these specific setups to make her work. Whereas you can take like Jung Ma and the Blue Bard, Pyrus? No, not Pyrus. He's the red one. But the Blue Bard, throw them on any team, and you have Sleep and Alpha Strike for days. And it's just 1 or 2 heroes, you know. Yeah, I have thought about that, and that's actually I tried Dungeon Teams revolved around that concept, right, Chart, where I use Gwen Marigold, and they both have the invulnerability buff. Oh, Giles, you need taunt, bro. Taunt, bro. Oh, his taunt's off. Oh. If his taunt was off cooldown, we would have been good. That was not cool. Giles' taunt was on cooldown, and Marigold just got rocks because she had the mark on her. I'll try this one more time. That was sort of unlucky. If Giles would have had his taunt up right there and could have taken the buff away, he would have been fine, but not so good. No, I don't have him skilled up. What do you think? I'm just made of skill wisps over here? I'm saving my skill wisp for right now. For whenever I pull that Nat 5. I'm going to pull a Nat 5 and it's going to be instantly max skill. Watch. Oh, I can't show you. I have a bunch of them stored up in my barracks thing right now. You look like you're made of skill. Oh, totally. Alright, Rychar, thanks for swinging by. It was always good chatting with you. And don't tell him not to buff Eos. Just because Alpha Strike, she still needs more diversity. She needs to be useful in more than just that niche situation. But yeah, so if anyone's watching as like a free-to-play based player like I am, or like a low-paying player, you'll know that skill whips are very hard to come by. In fact, this past weekend they had a special promotion where for $10 you could get 3 skill whips. That was like probably one of the best values in the game. If you are a low-paying player, I would have bought those. Unfortunately, right now I can't really spend any money. Maybe one day I'll tell people about that. But anyways, so it's a good thing, not a bad thing. So, you want to save your skill whips for that day that eventually you pull a Nat 5. Because, you know, the odds of you pulling a duplicate Nat 4 are significantly higher than the odds of pulling a duplicate Nat 5. And so you can feed eventually, you know, in the perfect realm, eventually you'll have enough Nat 4s to skill up people that way. Versus your Nat 5s, you're not going to get enough Nat 5s to skill someone up like that. So that's why you need to save your skill list for the Nat 5s. Now, once you get a Nat 5 that you skill up, then you can start using them on some of your Nat 4s. Or if you're seeing that, you know, your core team is failing content because they don't have skills, then it might be worth pumping some skill lists into them. Once I get probably like over maybe 9 or 10 skill lists, I might start pumping some into my tanks. Because having their taunts on lower cooldowns is pretty useful. As you know, Rychar pointed out, I needed his taunt up. Had his skill cooldowns been lowered, probably could have had the taunt. Alright, gals, you have to taunt. No, look at that, 2 turns. 2 turns left on the cooldown. It's not gonna work. She's gonna die again. Oh, she immune herself. We might last until his taunt comes up. Alright, now taunt. Alright, good. We got the debuff off of Marigold. Now, as long as I can survive the AoE damage from this right head, our left, his right, and doesn't kill Jung Ma, then we'll be alright. Oh, it's this one. This one does the AoE. I pointed at the wrong one. So my Jung Ma needs to be 6-star to do this. But you get the concept. I mean, you want a tank that can take hits to absorb that buff. And then I should probably target this, the boss's left or right head, this head over here that's doing the AoE damage. If you can take down that AoE head and then the boss, you know, that's probably better, because the AoE damage is what actually killed my two guys. But that's the concept behind that boss. Petra, especially being 5-star, wasn't really doing much there. Bringing a second healer would probably be better, or, you know, and if I had a nature damage dealer, that would probably be better as well. Or an AoE slow, like Azure, something like that. Life Soak. Let me show you my Life Soak team. So this is a, again, this is one like the first, what's it? Like Ironclaw, I've beaten Life Soak stage 6. I only do it on autos, because if you're not going to manual farm, you know, this stuff, it's going to take you way too long. I mean, you can if you want to, but ideally you want a team that's going to do stuff on auto. So I only hit play to try to see if I can auto it. And where is it? I went right by it. So this is what my Life Soak team is eventually going to consist of. Trying to think of why I needed why I was using, I think I was using her just to kind of speed everyone up, because typically I use Sylvis. And this is why I think what led me to wanting her to be buffed. Because, you know, typically I use Sylvis to kind of speed my team up on some of the other ones, but I can't use him here because he's, you know, water, and he's just going to get wrecked by these nature guys. So instead I use my EOS to speed stuff up, but since all she does is speed stuff up and there's no debuffs that she needs to cleanse, she's not really a good choice. Like, it would be better if I could do something else, like have another healer here or something. So actually, let's do that. Let's see. So, you know, nature is naturally going to target water, but I might do, I could do Dwayne. That might work. It'll take some of the aggro off of, so it'll take some of the aggro off of my Celia, but my Celia might not counterattack and heal block. This whole thing relies on the boss healing. So the boss sucks in these two adds and heals himself to like 100% life, and these two adds also heal him every time they take a turn. But he's susceptible to heal block. So if you can heal block him, then you win. And he's susceptible to dots too, so I should bring like a daughter like this. And you know, I might just bring a second healer like this. Oh, I might just do this. I don't know if that's going to survive. It's probably not going to survive till the end though. Let's do something like this. Take some of the aggro away from, you know, so that these two guys don't get killed on the way to the boss. Hopefully I can dot up the boss and heal block him. If I can do that, then you win. That's all you have to do, is heal block the boss and dot him up. So my Celia is built with the Ironclaw Revenge set. But no, she's not. She has Revenge built into her skills. Maybe I should put Ironclaw on her just to give her Revenge whenever that taunt is down. Anyways, you want her to Revenge, and you want her to just, you know, use her A1 as much as possible to heal block the boss. So she needs aim, and because she needs aim, I ran all Bright Shield, the block set on her. That way she gets block as well to help with tankiness. So that was kind of my strategy of building her. Look at the order saber you get. Just dotted above had like 8 dots on it. It's 40%. See, Celia just gets hit so hard. Even though she's fire against nature, if she was 6-star, I would be able to do this reliably. I've been able to do it. I forget with what team, but I got it cleared for the, you know, single OC core. Using the same strategy, dotting up the boss and heal blocking with Celia. But it wasn't real. I tried it like 3 more times and failed 3 times in a row right after that. I was like, nope. She needs more work. I need to come back to it later. And that's what whenever you progress through the dungeons, that's going to be your progression. You know, you're going to have like floor 3 on farm, and you're going to try floor 4. You're going to have a team that works, but then it's going to fail like 50-60% of the time. So you say, okay, well, let me come off of that and let me look, why did it work and why didn't it work, and what do I need to like improve, or what do I need to switch out so that I can get that success rate higher. And that's how you push the dungeon content. You got trial and error. This fairy is cleansing or just making it take longer. Outside. See if anyone in my alliance has gotten anything. People are leveling up, and that's really good. No, not much happening here. Anything happening here? People sending their pirates. Not the pirates. Oh, whoa! What happened to Celia? Alright, well, we lost. Without Celia, you're not gonna win. You need her heal block. So she taunted and probably died to these two guys. The fairy jumped and hit that hard. You know, she needs to be 6-starred and she needs to have decent gear on her. Ideally, what I would like to do is replace Celia with a better heal blocker, like one of the not succubuses, the things that look like succubuses from other games. What they call it, the demonesses. So the demonesses have heal block. I think the nature one does, and maybe the fire one. I know at least the nature one does, but something like that, like a damage dealer that has heal block. Replace Celia with that. That way you have a tank that can survive more. And I really don't want to 6-star my Celia, because the only reason I would 6-star her is just for that dungeon. You know, but that's the strategy here. Is you want to heal block the boss, and then you can either dot the boss down or you can DPS the boss down. It doesn't matter as long as you can heal block her. My Celia, unfortunately, as you saw, when she gets focused, she gets wrecked. Her gear needs to be upgraded, so I need, you know, I have all Bright Shield on her right now. I need to either upgrade that gear or 6-star her, or probably both, so that she can actually tank that and survive. If she can tank that and survive, then I can pull Gwen out of there too and put in either another healer or another utility, which in fact, let's try that. What if I do this? The whole reason of me putting Gwen in there was to try to take some of the heat off of everyone else, and we saw that he did nothing but die. So what if we do this? Let's put in Petra, so that Petra can put his shield up and help protect Celia. I wonder if that would work. Let's try it. Because I know why it's failing. It's failing because Celia's dying. So if I can keep Celia alive, then I can win. And unfortunately, I can't just, you know, boom, have better gear on her, and boom, make her 6-star to see if that works. It would be nice if I could, but you can't. So the next best thing I can do is either put in another healer, or put in something that can protect her, and that's what Petra's doing with his shield. And if Petra was 6-star, his shield would be better, because, you know, based off of his HP, which would be higher. That would be nice. But I have so much that I'm trying to 6-star right now, and jump maw is my priority, so not today, Petra. Or not tomorrow, it's probably tomorrow before I can 6-star. This time I can actually watch. Oh, it's going down. Okay, good. Immunity. Vulnerability, not immunity. So I feel like with how low she got there, on the second wave where there's 4 ads that you have to kill, she would have actually died. think the first time I beat it, I did use my fire battle mage instead of my kitty because the AoE stun that he provides helped me get through these first waves. So let's see if she can survive this. See, I wish Petra would have put his shield up there, but he only puts up his shield once your team starts to take damage. Marigold just used immunity on herself. That's not good. Vulnerability. There's a difference. Immunity prevents debuffs, and vulnerability prevents damage. I keep saying it wrong. And she's about to go down. Gonna have no heal. Did you use your heal, Marigold? She healed herself for like the 5% HP she was missing. Gave herself invulnerability and told Celia to take a nap in the dirt. So that's not gonna work. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, without my Celia surviving, it's not gonna work. The funny thing is all these teams that I've tried work like, you know, like Cape on stage 5. There's a huge jump in difficulty between every one of these as you're getting from stage 1 all the way up to stage 6. Every time you go up a stage, it's a significant jump. So just because you can farm stage 5, like, you know, 100% success, 1000% of the time, it doesn't matter. So Witchstone. Witchstone is just you have to kill the tentacle fight. Well, you don't really have to kill the one on the boss's left, your right, which is this one right here. He puts a shield up on the boss, and he removes all debuffs from the boss. The one on the left permanently taunts from the boss, so you can't attack the boss without killing the one on the left. So what you can do is just go straight for the head, and that will, in effect, you know, target the left one, or boss's right, our left. They call it like, they use like stage nomenclature, so like, you know, the left is actually the boss's left, so our right. So it's really confusing. I'm trying to keep it in line with what the devs use when they stream and talk about it. But on the boss's right-hand side, which when you're looking at him is the left side, that tentacle is going to die first no matter what, because it has the permanent taunt. I guess unless you had a pirate that could ignore the taunt, maybe? Or is it assassin that does that? One of the new guys do that. But yeah, team I'm going to use for this, I don't think I can dot him. And I don't think I have the water damage stealers to actually do this. So, might be a little bit of a problem here. So it doesn't matter what lead I use. This would probably be the team I would go with, but I don't think my Drunkenmaw's damage is high enough to really do it yet. I'll try though, for science. And honestly, the Dark Fairy could probably be replaced by any healer. It might even be better to use Silas for this. If you want to look at some teams that actually are already farming this and are working, again, go look at Rychart's streams that he's done, and Nighthawk, he has some streams that he's done where they do all the dungeons on 4.6. You know, they're devs, so they've been playing this game since it was, you know, in beta. I didn't even know about this game until like 2 months ago. Getting to the boss should be fine though, so I got lots of sleeps. Between the Dark Fairy and Drunkenmaw, we got 2 AoE sleepers. Ouch. Drunkenmaw just got one shot. Let's see if I can make it without losing something here. Luckily, since they're all neutral, meaning well, I had to say something about losing someone. So I mean, this is the downside to not using a weak element tank. So if I had a fire tank, which there really aren't that many good fire tanks right now in the game. But if I had a good fire tank, they would always stack the fire tank. Or if I had, all nature heroes and my single water tank, that would work too. They wouldn't attack the nature heroes. Unfortunately, I have very little in the way of nature other than Silas, who's a healer. So the risk of them attacking my peripheral support and damage dealers are really high. And that's what you just saw. So, if I put and have 0 nature, I mean, he's kind of a damage dealer. Not really, he's more of a debuffer. But if I had a good nature damage dealer that I could put in this slot, then, this team would work. But unfortunately, I do not. So I really have no chance of beating this on floor 6 without exploiting that elemental effect of getting them to target my tank, or having a good fire tank so they don't target my neutral elements. And that's just luck of the pools, of what you have. You gotta work with what you got. Titan Guard. Titan Guard on the surface looks easy, but it actually does a lot of AoE damage. So he has like a bomb attack, and really as long as you cleanse the bomb, that's like the only mechanic of the fight. Unfortunately, the boss, these arms do some AoE damage as well, and this one does a cleanse. Yeah. So, if I were to do this, this is the order I would go in, and I would use something like not Silas, Marcellus. So you need a cleanser. So the only cleanser I have right now is Chaos. And this. So this is a team that theoretically should work. The problem is the boss is an AoE he puts out that does enough damage to one-shot all my 5-star guys. If I 6-star them, or if I threw in some guys with Titan Guard, which is kind of ironic if you use Titan Guard on the Titan Guard dungeon. Or if I had a guy with an armor buff, that would really help with the team survivability. Because you're going to see with this team, I'm going to have no problem getting to the final stage. But once I get to the final stage, I'd say at about the 70 to 80% health mark on the boss. Well, on the right tentacle, because I'm attacking with the boss's left tentacle, or right. You're gonna see the boss do a big AoE. It's gonna one-shot my Miracle, my Aeos, and probably my Kitty too. It's been a while since I've done it, but I think last time I tried was whenever the nature event was going on, and that's what happened with this team whenever I tried it. So we'll see it happen. But the general idea is if you can survive his AoE, then you treat him just like any of the bosses that you can god up and kill, which is the standard team. Use a kitty, use a tank, use a heal, use a cleanse. Survive, you win. And just because the strategy behind it is easy doesn't mean it is easy to do them. Because, like I said, my guys get rocked whenever those AoEs come around. So, man, I bet my ship is just sitting there. My double XP is just ticking down. But I did have someone ask me to walk through what I thought about the dungeons and what I would do and everything. So, I'm doing it for you guys. Wasting my double XP. It's fine. I don't have enough fodder at the moment to even 6-star someone yet, so I'll probably have to do another double XP. Which that, if you're a low-paying or free-to-play customer, or even if you're not, most people out there should be spending their gems on, double XPs constantly. That and energy refills. And key refills to farm these dungeons. That should be 80% of your gem purchases. You can gamble on heroes, but you're gonna lose if you do that. Yeah, you could win the lottery, and congratulations if you do. but most of us are not going to win the lottery. And if you spend it on energy, on double XP, and on keys, you're guaranteed to turn on investment. You're guaranteed to, skill evolve up heroes, which makes them a lot stronger. You're guaranteed to either get gear or get gold, which are both very important. The best way to get gold in this game is farming equipment dungeons. So buying keys with your gems is a good investment. It'd be interesting to, if someone had the time, unfortunately I do not, break down how much gold you get from running like a Vortex 6 dungeon with 25 keys, and compare that to how much gold you can buy with gems. You can buy gold with gems directly. I'm willing to bet that you get more gold from running stage even 5 of dungeons than you do buying it outright. So, it'd be interesting to see that. Alright, see, like I said, getting to the boss, no problem, easy peasy. Now let's see if we can actually get the boss down before he AoEs us. Or if I can survive the AoE. See, big AoE, it hurts. Almost one-shot my kitty. If my kitty wasn't full life, it would have been dead. And there goes both my healers. So, yeah. That's game over. If my Gwaine was max skilled, he could have had his taunt up a turn earlier, and he would have saved him. And if he would have saved, my healer and Chaos, then if your other guys don't die to AoE on that fight, then you win. As long as you have that cleanser. Unfortunately, they did not survive. They got AoE exploded. So that's how you do the Titan Guard dungeon. And that's another reason why I think Eos needs something more than just a speed boost. She doesn't need the extend buffs. I think she needs something else. If she had like, a heal over time, a shield, or even some sort of extra heal type utility on that skill 3 along with the attack bar boost, then she would help with like the Titan Guard based dungeons where you need a cleanser. As it is right now, all she does is cleanse in that dungeon, basically. If I had a Nat or someone like that, they would be much more beneficial in Titan Guard for me, because they actually do other stuff on this skill 3. Anyways, alright, well I'm going to call it there. Let me go ahead and do this. Just so as I'm walking around, my guys are getting experience in the background. 2 hours left. By the way, on double XP, if you farm any of the zones, 15 energy is enough to max a 1-star. So never use more than 15 energy if you're trying to level up 1-star food. That's why I keep doing batches of 3 whenever I do the auto fights. Anyways, alright, well that's it for tonight, guys. I will be back on Sunday. We're gonna review some Order heroes. So, see you guys then. Take care.